Page 3 now, the Peach State attack on police. Question for the mayor. How many times have you had a life or death struggle with a guy who is hitting you and trying to take your weapons from you in order to do harm to you? It's so easy to play Monday morning quarterback accusing the police of doing wrong when it's not these politicians who are on the ground struggling for their lives. Yet, here's another blue city mayor attacking police, calling for so-called justice, while at the same time looking to upend law and order by defunding police. And this is being played out in multiple cities from coast to coast. And so what happens if these mayors achieve their goals of emasculating police? Then what? Joining me now from Southern California, attorney and candidate for California's 26th congressional district, Ronda Kennedy. Ronda, these calls for justice really is code for me for cannibalism of local police departments. You're seeing it in Atlanta right now. They're talking about replacing police with community programs and community something or other and this and that. Who gets hurt? I ask rhetorically, who gets hurt when we start ripping apart police departments? Is it going to be certain sections of people, certain sectors of society, or is it going to be all of us?
Absolutely. It's going to be mostly people that are in the inner city. The people that are protesting, the ones that they're out there trying to protect, are the ones that are going to be affected the most. I mean, really, if someone's breaking in your house or trying to kill you, do you want to call a community group to come and protect you? No, you call 911 for the police. And making the police the enemy, it's just ludicrous. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I mean, you can't condemn a whole organization, every police officer, for a few bad actors.
But there is a bigger goal here, isn't there, from the radical left? And it goes to things like, for example, not the only thing they want is reparations, but certainly this is one of the agenda items on the table. They want me to pay more taxes to pay for people who existed in this country 150 years ago, what they did when I have no relation to them whatsoever.
You know, I don't want reparations. I want jobs and opportunity for the Black community. That's what we need. We need to look forward. We need education, equal education by having school choice. We need opportunities by bringing manufacturing and jobs back to the U.S. And we need business opportunities like with the Opportunity Zone that President Trump created. That is what's going to help the Black community and to stop Black on Black violence in the inner city. That is the killer of the Black people, not the police.
That, and you probably would throw in there the fact that there are so many single-family homes in the Black community, especially in these inner cities, and a reliance on government, a reliance on welfare. And somewhere along the way in the last 20, 30, 40 years, God has been removed. Not only dads have been removed from so many households, too many households, inner city Black families, but also God. Religion has been removed. I think if you infuse both of these back, if you try and retain the nuclear family, get rid of this government dependence, and maybe along the way sprinkle in a little God, I think the dynamic changes.
Yes, I mean, the Black community has always been a spiritual and God-fearing community. Even the slaves in the fields were singing spiritual songs, and they do. They take God out of our families. They separate our families by, if you're on any type of government assistance and you're getting married, you get your government assistance cut. You have to, or if you can't live in a two-parent household, otherwise your assistance gets cut. I mean, this has been the goal of the Democrat Party since welfare was created. And a lot of the African-American Black community is dependent on that little government assistance they dole out instead of asking for the real things that they need, like jobs, opportunity, equal education.
And when they talk about change, you know, these are all mostly Democrat-led societies in these inner cities, right? These Democrat mayors have helped foster this mess that exists within the Black community. And the only way you can really impose change is to get rid of the leadership that you keep voting into office and break the cycle of continuing to vote these Democrats in office in the mayoral elections. Now, in your election, you're running for Congress in California, and you're running as a Republican in Ventura County that has a median income which is rather high, but then again, if you ever tried to live in Ventura County, you know you need to make a lot of money. It is a heavy Democrat, relatively heavy Democrat, +7. The current representative has a Liberty score of F 8%. Now, that's not the worst I've seen, but that's certainly among the lowest. You would bring a different, more conservative constitutional perspective to that seat.
Absolutely. I'm a strict constitutionalist. I believe in the Constitution. I believe that the Constitution applies to all Americans, Democrats and Republicans. When I go to office, I'm going to represent my entire district. Julia Brownlee just panders to her base, and it actually hurts our community. I've asked her for a debate for about 10 weeks now.
Yeah.
She refuses to debate me. I mean, I don't know why. I thought, all lives matter.
Well, she's afraid of you. She's afraid of being exposed for what she is, the 8%. And you need help, right? You need donations, and if people want to help out, your website is rondakennedy.com. Pretty simple, rondakennedy.com.
No H in Ronda. And I just wanted to add that when they came for our Second Amendment rights in Ventura County, I brought a federal lawsuit that got the gun stores back open because, like I said, I'm a constitutionalist.
God bless you. And you would bring that to Washington, D.C. Ronda,
Absolutely.
good luck and thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up next, stop the tape, the Democrat effort